Welcome to Mr. Hansen Math. I'm Mr. Hansen. Let me help you with the math. Now this is going to be a subtract integer companion video. I'll link up the first video I already made. Click up here, it's for subtracting integers. I lay out the rules, the steps. I explain it very slowly and in detail. This video is intended for you to already know how to do that. And this is just more problems. In case that was not enough examples, this is going to be a supplement to that. It's going to be additional. So let's stop wasting time and start getting into it. Negative 8 minus 16. Negative 8 minus 16. You know the rules. 2 pen strokes. Now, honestly, doggone it, if you didn't watch that video first, you're going to be confused. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time being confused on this video. You watch that one, and when you're done watching that one, you understand it. Come back and watch this, and this will be substantially easier. You'll understand it. The bottom line is, I'm assuming you watch that. I'm diving right in. 2 pen strokes like a normal person. And then I go to war with addition. 8 bad guys plus 16 bad guys. I know that if they're an opposite team, I take the big number minus small number. If they're on the same team, then I just add them up. They team up. So I add them up. They're all bad guys. 8 bad guys plus 16 bad guys. How many bad guys you got? 8 plus 16 is 24. And to find out what team they're on, I look, and 8 bad guys plus 16 bad guys, that's just all bad guys. They're all bad guys. The answer is negative 24. Let's move on. Phi minus negative tree. Phi minus negative tree. You know I don't subtract. I'm not going to. Subtraction leads to errors. I need to have addition. But in order to do addition, I need 2 pen strokes. 2 pen strokes. 1, 2. You guys, I don't know how to make it easier than that. I don't know how to make it easier than that. I hope that you're good at this, and I hope you're following my steps, because it takes challenging problems and makes them simple. 5 plus tree equals 8. Let's move on. I'm wasting my time. How about 0 minus tree? 0 minus tree. Well, I think that's 2 pen strokes. That's what I think. You do what I tell you and you'll be just fine. 2 pen strokes. Stop trying to subtract in your head. 1, 2. Now I have 0 people on this side. Nobody's over here. And I got tree bad guys over here. 1, 2, tree. Bad guy, bad guy, bad guy. How many people do you see? Tree. What team are they on? Bad guys. The answer is negative tree. 18 minus the quantity negative 2. You can see parentheses. You're going to see those problems. Don't be intimidated by them. They're just trying to make it difficult for you. Honestly, what they're trying to do is get you exposure and comfortable with things like this. But the way it works is I just get scared and I don't like it. So let's get rid of that subtraction. Let's get rid of that grouping symbols. Whenever you see it, you need 2 pen strokes. When it looks like this, when your math problem looks like this, 2 pen strokes. 1 pen strokes right there. 2 pen strokes right there. 1, 2. The answer is 18 plus 2. It takes the level of difficulty and it washes it away. Everybody knows what 18 plus 2 is. Let's get a little bigger number. Negative 41 minus 7. Nobody likes these problems. They're bigger numbers. You got negatives and subtractions. All kinds of crazy stuff. You eliminate it by doing 2 doggone pen strokes. 1, 2. 41 bad guys plus 7 bad guys. 41 bad guys plus 7 bad guys. They meet together. I don't know what to tell you. It's too simple. It's too simple if you do 2 pen strokes. 41 plus 7 is 48. Bad guys plus bad guys, they're still bad guys. Negative 48 is the answer. Let's move on. Negative 30 minus negative 12. You got a bunch of negatives, some subtractions, some big numbers, gross stuff. 2 pen strokes. 2 pen strokes. Let's roll. 1, 2. 30 bad plus 12 good. That's big number minus small number. They don't team up. 30 bad guys over here, 12 good guys over here. They're going to fight it out. Some will need to be taken away. Take away means minus. That means big number minus small number. 30 minus 12 is 18. How do you know if it's a good, what do you call it? Positive or negative number? The answer, the solution, positive or negative number. Well, doggone it, you just look who has more people on our team. Whoever has more people on our team is going to win a war. Going to win a war. So the answer is negative 18. Negative 18. Let's move on. Some gross parentheses, negative 6, the quantity negative 6 minus the quantity negative 5. You know what, I'll tell you what, some of your kids, some of your classmates are going to mess this up. On a homework quiz or test, whatever, some of your classmates are going to mess that up because they don't know what it means. They don't know what it means. I'm telling you what it means. Negative 6 minus negative 5. You solve that problem. You get rid of that difficulty by doing 2 pen strokes. 1, 2. Okay, that didn't quite do it. It helped me some. I'll be honest with you. It helped me some. It helped me some. But what do I do over here? Well, if you remember from my adding integers video, I told you that if a plus sign touches a grouping symbol, you can drop it like it's hot. So I'm going to rewrite it negative 6 plus 5, and then it's impossible to get wrong. It's impossible to get wrong. The answer is 1. Let's move on. I'm just kidding. It's negative 1. Negative 1. I hope you got that. All right, let's say negative 5 minus negative 5. Negative 5 minus negative 5. 2 pen strokes. As soon as I see a subtraction, I'm finding a way to do 2 pen strokes to turn it into addition. 1, 2. Wait a minute. What's 5 bad guys plus 5 good guys? How many people are left? 0 people. The answer is 0. Negative 5 plus 5 equals 0. What if I did some kind of brackets or something? 4 minus 13 in brackets. You know, I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to do 2 pen strokes plus a negative. That's going to be 4 good guys plus 13 bad guys. 4 good guys plus 13 bad guys. Big number minus small number. Talking 9. The more bad guys, that's who wins. And negative 9. Got a negative 9. Got a negative 9. How about negative 13 plus negative 200? Yeah, I don't care if they're big numbers. I don't care. If they're on the same team, add them up. If they're on opposite teams, big number minus small number. That's it. Every time. They're on the same team, so they're going to team up. 15 bad guys, 200 bad guys. That's 215 bad guys. 215 bad guys. Honestly, I hope you're getting this. I hope this is helpful. I hope this is helpful to you. Let's say negative 35 minus 16. Yeah, gross. Negative 35 minus 16, 2 pen strokes. 1, 2. They're on the same team, add them up. 35 plus 16 is 51. That's 51. Bad guys plus bad guys is more bad guys. Negative 51. I don't know that I can make it difficult for you anymore. I don't know. I'll keep doing some more, but I don't know if I can make it more difficult. Let's say 12 minus 13. Now real quick, is the answer 1 or negative 1? Real quick. Now hold on, don't do it real quick. Why would I do that? Why would I do that and get it wrong? I'm going to do 2 pen strokes. 1, 2. They're on opposite teams, so some people are going to die and you take the big number, take away the small number. Take the big number, take away the small number, big number minus small number. 13 minus 12 is 1. They got more people, there's going to be 1 bad guy left over, negative 1. There's going to be 1 bad guy left over. I'll tell you right now. I'm not going to solve any more of these, really, but I want to tell you a tip. Because if you've watched my subtract integers video, if you've already seen my multiply integers video, if you've seen my multiply integers video, you know that I made a little chart. Positive times positive is positive, positive times negative is negative, negative times positive is negative, negative times negative is positive. I made that chart. And I told you about the negatives canceling, right? You watch it. If you want to watch it after this one, or maybe you've already seen it. I told you that 2 negatives cancel and make a positive. But remember, that's when you're multiplying. That's the difference. That's the difference. If you're adding 2 negatives, it just gets more and more negative. You add them together and they stay negative. It's when you're multiplying 2 negatives. And I'll put it right here. I'll put it over here. When you're multiplying 2 negatives. Negative 3 times negative 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Negative times negative cancels. And the answer is positive 6. Negative times a negative. That's when the cancel becomes positive. But a negative plus a negative, that stays negative. It's just more negative. Just more negative. Okay, there you are. I wish you the best and never stop learning.